seems like all their glasses are the same.
Yo, it's like a subsection of a whole fake scheme. How do you all have the same, selling the same glass under the same false story? I didn't even know it went this deep. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. As you guys can tell, or I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am a bit sick. I've been sick for the last 3 days again. I don't know why, but I have been sick for the last 2 to 3 weeks. I got better and then I got sick again. But anyways, today we are actually about to watch Don't Fall for TikTok Sob Stories. As we all know, TikTok Live has a lot of specimens in there. We have the e-beggars, we have the 24/7 store, and just probably the worst of the worst. So if you plan on streaming, maybe not stream on TikTok Live. It's probably not the best place to stream at. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Well, a few weeks ago I stumbled across an Instagram reel from a woman who said, "My husband got fired 2 weeks after our daughter was born.
Really?
So I decided to put all of our savings into pursuing a Disney wine glass business.
What does that
Please
mean?
stay just 9 seconds to support us through this hardship. And would you look at these Disney themed glasses? Aren't they cool?
That look
Handmade
fake.
too. They just make me want to stare out a castle window and burst into singing. Don't you just love stories like this, when someone takes one of life's toughest blows and turns it into something truly magical? I knew that this was a business I had to support, and that's why I headed to her website, Royalty Cups, to check out the full Disney Princess collection. They've got one named after each Disney princess, but I ended up buying the Ariel because of its unique seashell shape and because—
Whoa, hold on, that low-key, I'm thinking this about to be AI. But you can kind of tell by this picture. You see this right here? You see how it kind of chips off and he ends off right there and he's trying to generate it a little bit longer? You can tell. And then look over here. Yeah, this is definitely AI. Look at this area. Maybe the AI has catched up to the camera quality, but this looks straight AI.
And because she was actually my first crush as a kid.
Really?
I couldn't wait.
Okay, who is my first princess crush? Because I know I watched every Disney movie. I had sisters growing up. They're my older sisters, so we started watching a lot of their shows, and then whenever the Lion King, Tarzan, whenever we were growing up, we'd watch ours. So I think the first one I genuinely fell in love with, there were good ones, but I think it was either the girl from Tarzan, even though she's not really a princess. So I think Rapunzel, from the 3D movie, Rapunzel, yo, it was something about her when I watched that in the theaters. I don't know if I watched it in the theaters. I think I watched it on TV. But wherever I watched it, I fell in love. I feel like that dude. I feel like I wanted to be the guy. I was like, oh my god, that girl, she did something to me.
I couldn't wait to receive it and enjoy a refreshing mermaid martini. But I continue to see her posts show up in my feed promoting these glasses. And when I went to check out her profile, I noticed that the same reel about her husband has been reposted I don't know how many times. Wait a minute, this one says he was fired 3 weeks after the baby was born. Okay, was it 2 weeks or 3? And didn't she say it was a baby girl? Because this baby sure doesn't look like a girl. And this isn't even the same dad.
Oh,
how many baby daddies does this lady have? I started searching for these men, and they've both been ripped off of other TikTok accounts that have nothing to do with wine glasses.
Really?
So what's going on here? This is when I decide that it's time to do a deep dive into this account, and I learned that for the past year, she's been uploading variations of this video multiple times a week, trying to get
how scummy do you have to be doing stuff like this? I know there's probably a video out there of me just doing one of my TikToks and that got ripped off. I can already tell. It happens all the time, especially on Instagram when I'm uploading the ones that get millions of views. I have to put I gotta put my name somewhere in that video because I know it's gonna get taken, and that's why I make it very big. I think I talked about that a while back. Anyways, imagine being the guy seeing your own videos talking about something. My husband got fired 2 weeks ago. You probably thinking, yo, did my wife post this? My wife ain't no Royalty Cups. What the hell going on here, yo? I'd be in the comments talking about something. Yo, this is my video. This is not true. Do not believe any of this.
Trying to get her story out. But at some point, this little startup of hers ran into some trouble when she was sued by Disney. And apparently she has the doorbell footage of a cop serving her with papers.
I can't believe I was crying like that.
And now she needs help raising money for the legal fees to save her black-owned business.
See, you're not just targeting business owners, small business owners trying to support you, but also the black community. Gang, once you get exposed, it's cooked. You are making all these people believe in your dream that it's not even an actual dream. It's mostly AI generated videos taken off of satisfying videos, and you just threw that all in. Quick intermission. Sorry guys, but we are so close to 600 subscribers, and I really want to be able to reach it. So I thought if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will shave my head. That's right, guys. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe. Anyways, back to the video.
Okay, why exactly would Disney sue you over these glasses? There's no Disney IP in the designs, and just because Ariel is a mermaid doesn't mean that Disney has the rights to all seashells.
Yeah.
Also, why would Disney send a local policeman to serve you? Trademark infringement.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's right. I forget they send servers. They send actual people that is their job to send those, like, to give those papers to the actual person, not a cop. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Trademark infringement is a civil matter, not a criminal one. They just write you a letter. Yeah. And look who he's handing the papers to. They're not even black. So I'm all sorts of confused.
They're my skin color.
I reverse image search this cop and I can see that he's in all kinds of TikTok videos serving papers to business owners. My gosh, this cop is busy. Here's a guy getting sued by Casio for making custom watches. Isn't that sad? And here's another angle of our friend getting sued by Disney.
Hey, ma'am, Officer Garcia with Westfield PD.
Oh, that's AI. Yep, that's AI. Okay, this is how you can tell which one is Zora AI. Whenever there's a character talking and it sounds like it has like a weird filter on, that's how you know it's AI. And also another way you can find out if it's AI, if they are talking and then as soon as they're done, the next person speaks. That's another way you can find out if it's AI.
Ma'am, Officer Garcia with Westfield PD. For you, Ms. Cornelius, the Walt Disney Company has filed a lawsuit naming you as a defendant.
The only person who might get sued by Disney is me for sharing these videos that use the song Almost There from Princess and the Frog.
Yo, that was a good movie. I think that might have been my first crush.
What did I just buy? I'm scared to find out. Now, why does this woman look different in every single video she posts? These are three very different women.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I'm still pretty new to TikTok, but is this normal? Have people abandoned traditional marketing in favor of tugging at your heartstrings? And
they'll usually use AI, sob story, and will do anything for you to actually buy into it. So unfortunately, yes, welcome to TikTok, Unk. Even though I'm not on TikTok, I'm mostly on Instagram Reels. He also gets transferred over there.
Here's a little fun exercise for you. Go to TikTok and do a search for stay 9 seconds and see what pops up. Here's a poor old man saying that he's about to lose his farm and he wants you to stick around and see the slippers that he's selling to raise money. Here's a girl who totally
that's AI
generated pleading with you to buy a handmade watch from her.
If you can find it in
and notice how it's like a goth girl? They know what they're doing. They know who they're trying to target. They want to be like, oh, I see a goth girl, automatically going like, yo, gang. Look, it's AI generative. It's not even the same girl. Look at her nose.
Share, I would really appreciate it.
Stick around for 9 seconds and hear the sad story about this vet trying to sell his custom military mugs.
Oh my god,
can you guys please stay 8 seconds to save my failing military?
See, that's AI. You can hear the voice.
This vet trying to sell some blankets. And what's more embarrassing is that people are actually falling for this.
Yep,
look at these comments. These accounts
and it's all old people. Look at this. Agnes Thomas. God bless you. Look at this. Beautiful. Kim J. Awesome. Good job on your blankets. I'm telling you, it's all old people.
They're just stitching videos of sad people or this sweet old man who isn't a farmer and isn't selling slippers. He's just on TikTok telling corny jokes.
Why did the chicken cross the playground?
Why?
To get to the other slide.
But what are the people behind these accounts actually selling? Are these products really handmade with love and care by the struggling souls in these videos?
No.
What kind of seashell glass is going to show up in my mailbox?
Oh god.
That's when I start reverse image searching this thing and I can see an item just like it is being sold by a company called The Simplified Girl, who's also making reels with Disney songs. Seems like all their glasses are the same.
Yo, it's like a subsection of a whole fake scheme. How do you all have the same, selling the same glass under the same false story? Like, I didn't even know it went this deep.
So who is the real manufacturer of these?
Yeah.
Then I see they're even being sold on Amazon.
Oh my god.
This one's almost half the price, and it ships with Amazon Prime. So I placed an order for both. One from Simplified Girl, and then one from Amazon.
It's gonna be both.
I want to see them up close.
Who is making
and the
all
Amazon
those?
one arrived the very next day. Meanwhile, the Royalty Cup girl whose husband lost his job hasn't even shipped it yet. But let's see what we've got from Amazon. I did a little unboxing review for you and can see that this is a Chinese-made product from a company called Singhao. And it looks about what I expected it to look like.
Really?
Okay, cool. But I'm sure the handmade ones are better, right? I soon was notified that the Simplified Girls glass shipped, but check out where it's coming from. It had better not be the same glass.
Uh-oh.
It's the exact same glass.
What?
Please tell me that these are just knockoffs of the original handcrafted black-owned business glasses made with real Disney magic. If only the thing would ship so I could find out.
This is why I never shop anywhere. You know, yes, I mostly bought of Amazon. But before I did, I would look up the whole entire item I'm looking for into YouTube, see how it is, see how it works, if it's something I'm willing to pay for, and then I buy it. Because I don't trust, you know, Shein, Temu, TikTok shop. I don't trust none of that. I'm never shopping on TikTok shop. You know, I get offers to do like a sponsor on TikTok, but I don't, that's not my body. You know, that's not the type of videos I upload. I'm not gonna do what they're doing, you know, just to make a couple of dollars. I'm just there to post about, you know, just entertain people. I'm not about to sell out and start doing, so have you guys heard about the new iPhone texture? Well, how about this case can really do, like, no, I'm not gonna do none of that. Well, that's not my body, you know. Am I missing out on money? Yeah, but I'm not selling out my morals. That's what I'm not about to do.
I started wondering if it even would ship, but soon enough I see it moving, and wouldn't you know it, it's coming from China. You gotta be kidding me. So I write to Royalty Cups on Instagram, the same account posting these sad sob stories begging for business. Blocked. I said, hi, do you know when I can expect my glass? She asked for my order number and says it's been shipped, and I say, where's it coming from? She says, any of our small locations in the US. We notify a closer warehouse to you. They ship it, but due to being a fragile item, shipping is expensive on our end and a little slower. And I'm like, it says it's in China. She says it's on its route. And I'm like, from China? She said, we import materials boxes from there, but the order will be within the US. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's going to arrive in the US,
it's
but you're
China.
ordering
it's already
it
been manufactured.
From, yeah,
and something tells me that the manufacturing process didn't look like this. I then sent her a link to the Simplified Girl, who seems to be selling the exact same glass. Except, of course, it's a redirect link that I created with Grabify. And because she's not using a VPN when she clicks it, I can see her IP address, and it's in Gatineau, Canada.
Oh my God, Canadians! I thought y'all were nice.
I thought she was running a black-owned business here in the good old USA. Now the website says, while we're proudly an American business, our growing fan base has allowed us to expand our operations. We now work with trusted partner factories in multiple locations to meet demand while maintaining our high-quality standards.
Okay, was this after or before he exposed them? Because if this was after, that means it's a scam. That means he made them write this whole thing about how they're expanding and they have different places, just so he gives them an excuse to say it's coming from China.
Rest assured, every cup is crafted with the same attention to detail and love, no matter where it's made.
Because it's freaking made from China at the same
made in China.
Factory.
She writes back and says that the Simplified Girl is also her, but she prices them differently for different audiences.
See, they are doing the same thing big companies do. They're giving you all these options. Little do you know, it all comes back to the same person. Yo, gay. This is like Nesquik. This is like Nestle, that one company that owns damn near every food, everything. Yo, they're giving you all these, what should I pick today? Maybe this one, maybe this one. Gang, it don't matter. It's going to the same person regardless.
So I guess I'm about to get the same glass. So I backed off because I wanted to see what was going to arrive, and nearly 3 weeks later, it came. And as you can see, it's different.
Whoa.
Wow, it's the same size and the same shape, but no paint. It's honestly not bad. It looks nothing like the thing that I ordered. Maybe I bought the last one from our other company, the Simplified Girl. And here's the really funny part. You can hop on Alibaba and buy these things in bulk for only $4.50 each. They even have multiple colors for you to choose from. Meanwhile, this person, whoever they are, is likely running a drop shipping play, paying a couple dollars per glass and flipping them for $55 with a tragic TikTok backstory about how it's lovingly handmade by a poor, oppressed, hardworking artisan. So I follow up with them and I say, hello, thank you for the glass. It arrived. They say, hey, no worries. I hope you like them. I said, oh, so are you the one who started the business after your husband lost his job? Yeah, it is me, but now it's been over a year. Then I said, is this also your company? And I sent her the Alibaba page, the place where she most likely is getting them from. And
Blocked.
She blocked me after that.
Bam.
I guess I have my answer. I just don't think it's a very good business practice to lie about the origin of your products and elicit sympathy from your customers in order to make a sale.
Yep.
Plenty of people source material from China, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You should just be
I mean, because there's not a lot of things you can really get here in the USA. I mean, heck, even Donald Trump with his whole Trump phone. Yo, gang, that's not made in the US. They literally changed it on the website from saying, was it saying US made or materials made here in the US? But they changed that to completely just removing it. They don't even say it. They don't even let you know it's made in the US. They just say it's the Trump phone. Why? Because we don't really manufacture things here in the US. That would be way too expensive. So we just, China's the biggest contributor to all that, which is not bad. I'm not saying, it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's, I'm down for it. I buy reps all the time.
You should just be honest about it.
Yeah, be honest.
In fact, you've inspired me, lady. I'm gonna start a business to compete with you. And if I get enough interest, I'm gonna launch a business called Mermaid Martinis, and I'll buy these glasses in bulk for $4, and I'm gonna undercut you by selling them for $10. And then every time I launch a video, we'll all celebrate with a dirty Dr. Pepper. Well, let's toast to you,
Ew.
Royalty Cups and Simplified Girl.
You
You've
put
shown
milk
us
in
how to
Dr.
spot
Pepper?
deceptive
That's
advertising.
disgusting.
I hope Disney doesn't sue either of us, and I'll see you all in the next video.
That was a good vid. Shout out to Pleasant Greens. You know what I'm saying? That is a good awareness for why you guys should not be believing every story you guys see on the internet. I guarantee you, people do not care if it's real or fake. They're just gonna tell you so you donate money, especially on TikTok. So do not follow them. Anyways, if you guys have any stories or anything that I missed that you guys probably saw on the internet, let me know in the comments below. I'm very interested if you guys have any stories about, sync items or stories that, is just to scam. Because I could make a video out of it. We can investigate those pages and we can probably raise more awareness. So if you guys have any stories, let me know all down below. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss out. And join us with this amazing group of people. You know what I'm saying? These people, I would never scam them. If I ever do anything, I'm making sure these are the people that get prioritized, and I'll never ever scam them, giving them top quality premium items or clothing. Whatever I'm doing, making sure they get it legit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a scammer, and I'm doing this for my fans or my community. I like to call it community. I don't believe in fans, I believe in families. So you want to be able to join us, make sure you subscribe so you can join us. Anyways, I gotta go take my medicine before I can't speak anymore. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.